I'm always on.
I turn you on, so that makes sense. I'm always turning you on. I like this orange one.
Good thing I ordered the orange one.
Hi guys.
Welcome back.
We're here.
Videos.
We're here still.
If you couldn't tell. At Dom's.
Or again.
Dominick's.
We're not sure.
Downtown Kent.
Yeah.
Go there.
Meet us out here. We out here. Okay? Today we're drinking orange Dom Bombs. I'm thinking about also trying grape before we leave. I'm gonna be completely honest. I want to give, in the comments I'm going to write which one was my favorite. So far it's orange.
Okay.
Do you know why I don't like cherry that much? Wait, before I tell you. You guys got to subscribe. Okay?
Is that a cliffhanger? Is that what you just said? Wait!
And then you were supposed to pipe in, but you didn't. So then I had to not only lay out the cliffhanger, but then execute upon it.
I didn't know you were giving a cliffhanger.
Okay, wait.
So subscribe,
share, comment. Yes, stop
all the things.
Copying me.
I'm telling you.
Listen, we are doing regular shit all the time.
Super regular.
We are.
I know what you're thinking. Britany looks so above average. How could she ever do regular?
Except
she's like
I'm Elizabeth. So you guys were. I'm Elizabeth. And
how
this
could she
is Britany.
ever be regular?
Okay.
And you're right.
Do you know why I don't like the cherry one that much?
Probably because you drank it too much and you threw up and died.
Those were Jaeger bombs.
So when I broke your bottle of Jaeger, it was
Dom
probably a
bombs
good
are not
thing.
Jaeger, by the way, for anyone who feels a little nervous. It's vodka and Red Bull.
Yeah.
So
it's flavored vodka and Red Bull.
Yeah, it's way better because Jaeger is disgusting.
And the Red Bull gives you a little pep in your step,
wings.
a little kick.
I think it gives you wings, actually. Let me tell you what memory was pulled upon when I sipped on that cherry Dom Bomb. Do you recall?
Do you remember?
Okay, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
September.
Okay. Okay. Do you remember when we went to the Outer Banks? Okay, family vacation, 22 of us, big beach house, right? Sounds right. And you know where I'm going with this, don't you? So, one time we were going to ride our bikes, the beach cruisers, to the liquor store. And I said, which way is the liquor store?
And your husband
said,
responded,
out and to the left. One, never trust him.
He seems like a liar.
We knew that before this happened, and this just solidified that for the rest of our lives, we will never trust him.
Because he doesn't know his left from his right.
He said, out and to the left. Like Beyonce. Okay?
To the left, to the
so
left.
we got on our beach cruisers with no water and one cell phone. Okay?
Because he said it was only a little way down the road.
Which now, in hindsight, seems like we made mistakes.
Tell the
we
story.
go left, okay? We go out, we go left. Now, if you've ever been to the Outer Banks, the road in the Outer Banks is a busy street. It's just
like
one lane each way.
Was it Duck?
It goes. We were in Kerala that year, I think. We were really north because we had to go down like 2 times.
Okay. Back to
we
you.
start biking, okay? And we're feeling good. It's a nice day outside.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
We did have to ride on the rumble strip because there's no sidewalks.
Yeah.
Okay, and
But
it is an S-curve.
Again, they were like, it's not that far down the road.
So we just drove, and it wasn't around the first turn, and it wasn't around the second turn, and it wasn't around the third turn. So we're like, we gotta be close. They said it's right down the road. Ma'am. We had to bike 2 towns away.
It was
2 towns.
hours.
10 miles. 10 miles one way, okay, on this busy street.
It was the S-curve. So I remember when we got to the liquor store, the local liquor attendant said, we hate when visitors
Tourists
come and ride their bike on that S-curve because so many of them die.
People get killed. They never wear, never wear
helmets.
helmets. Okay? And we got our phone out. We only had one, okay? I don't think we had a phone.
No, I had mine because remember I tried to call everyone in the house.
And not a single person picked up.
Everyone in the house, starting from your mom, your brother, your husband, my boyfriend at the time. Like everyone in the house to come pick us up.
Nobody picked up.
And we tried so intently that my phone actually died.
That's right. And so after we got the liquor, right, and we put it in the backpacks that we had ridden down with.
It was a 10-mile to the liquor store. So
which means it was 10 miles back.
So we got to the liquor store. We may have already been drinking. The details don't matter, okay? we may have already been drinking. So we actually decided at that time to get ourselves like a 20 ounce of Coca-Cola and a personal bottle to split amongst ourselves for the 10-mile journey back home.
Did we get water? Remind me.
We did not get water.
And they didn't have regular Coke, remember? We had to get Cherry Coke.
Mm-hmm.
And if you put Jack Daniels into Cherry Coke,
And it was like a 90-degree day.
it tasted like cough syrup.
Did that stop us from drinking it? No.
It was
did
gone
not.
before we got 5 miles back.
We actually stopped on a few benches to drink
Remember
it.
when your chain popped and her shoelace got caught in the pedal? I said we were literally laying on the ground, slightly intoxicated, no phone, 10 miles to go. Nobody even knew. They didn't even look for us. We'd been gone for a long time.
I had to get off the bike.
I had to get it.
And then we got home.
Oh my God.
My legs were on fire and burning.
We couldn't even sit anymore because it's a beach cruiser. It's not made for long bike rides. So we're like standing up. There is traffic. I mean,
buzzing past us.
This was the most dangerous trip. And then we get back and everyone's like, where were you?
Nobody had even looked at their phones because I was like, I called you, I called you, I called you, I called you. I was going through I was literally in everyone's face. Maybe because I was drunk.
And then when we told Chris Taylor that this was his fault, that he had caused this, he did. And he was like, I meant like it's on the left side of the road, not make left. We later discovered, folks, that if you went out of the allotment and you made a right. It was literally the first building
like a
on the
stone's
left.
throw away.
I could have spit to that building, but I don't spit. And that's what this is about.
Is it about that? No.
It's family vacation. You can't trust anybody. It doesn't matter if you're on girls' trip, family vacation, friends' trip. Trust no one. Bachelorette parties. Trust no one.
Luckily, the advances in modern technology, GPS is now a real thing, and you can pull it up at any time.
I feel like we could have pulled... Your phone was going to die. That's why we couldn't do it. And then it did die.
Mm-hmm. Because we actually tried to call Chris Taylor first to say, like, we're about 5 miles in. Where is it?
20 miles we biked that day.
I know.
20 miles. Listen, also... while we're talking about family vacations, because the juices are flowing.
Could you stop saying juices?
Remember when I got married?
So long ago.
I know. 10 years this year.
But you have a contract for what, 50 years?
Yeah, so I have 40 years left.
Well,
I'm still going to be looking real good, though. Okay, I've been aging like a fine wine. Bourbon barrel aged. I can see you.
Oh.
Anyways.
So can they. So I'm wondering why you're lying.
Her husband tried to kill my husband on the eve.
The precipice.
Of my wedding. He did, remember? He even said, I almost killed... Chris Taylor said he put him in a headlock so hard that Chris Taylor was going to tap out. And his arm went up, and then it died, and he had to drop it down.
Remember when your husband woke up because he had dead arm and he thought he was paralyzed?
You've never seen fear like this dude, okay? First, this was before were we married? I don't think we were married yet.
I don't know.
It was a while ago. But he hopped out of bed, and I mean hopped, okay? And he was terrified. He was like, my arm's gone. I think it's paralyzed. I can't feel it at all. He was
I lived with you at the time.
Very scared.
And I was like, what happened? And he was like, I thought I was paralyzed. And even in the morning, he was like, I thought I was paralyzed.
He was like checking it.
It was like nothing I had ever felt before.
He jumped out of bed and he's like, no, you don't understand. I lifted my arm up and it just, it about knocked me out. He was pacing around and then he was like, oh, it's coming back. It's coming back. I can actually feel it now. So he is very he knows when something's wrong with his arm, okay? So when your husband, your person you just met that day at the time, you're welcome, or
actually,
I'm sorry.
we had met before at your house.
Yeah, but I mean, not like met. So, remember? And then the boys wore matching.
Oh, yeah.
Chris and his one groomsman wore a matching shirt, and then your husband and another groomsman wore a matching shirt, and they played in the beer pong tournament. Yeah. That was at my wedding.
My husband still has that shirt.
Does he fit in that shirt?
Yes. I try to burn it every time.
You should. We've thrown clothes away before, okay?
I know.
That belonged to others. Listen, if you have the option when you're talking... I know we're going left on this for a second because we were talking family vacation, but if you're considering a beach wedding, please do it, okay? But don't do it just the two of you. Do it with, like, just a handful of your closest friends.
I don't like how aggressive you get.
It felt right. You know?
It doesn't look
Felt right.
It looks aggressive.
Because it was a great time. And then we played around the bend.
Ooh, that was also awful.
Yeah, that was awful. What were they drinking? Wild turkey, I think.
I think it was xoxo.
Oh, maybe it was xoxo. There's a picture of it because we had a great photographer. Another local gem.
I think it was xoxo, and I participated in that around the bend, and it was awful.
You want to play Edward 40 Hands soon?
No.
We should do that on an episode.
No. I played Edward 40 Hands one time in college and regretted every single second of it.
Remember on that other family vacation when the young man staying with us put the 12-pack soda can, the boxes, on his feet and was shuffling around the kitchen?
Yeah, he was
doing like a robot dance.
Those were good times.
Those were. He also once drank
himself into a
jungle juice, we'll call it, that your husband was involved in making.
Ooh. Your husband was also involved in making it.
Yeah, but I feel like that came from their house. You know, the 3 boys that lived in the house together and made their own drinks.
Now we're pointing fingers, okay?
I'm stating facts is what I'm doing.
Your husband is equally as classy as my husband.
Remember, they made him that drink, and this other friend of ours doesn't drink that often, and he said they played a volleyball tournament that day, remember?
Oh, yeah.
And he drank it all day, and then all of a sudden he was crispy. He was trying to run out of his room in his boxer shorts because he was so sunburnt that day.
He was
in
very
a drunken stupor.
He was just kept going around and saying, like, touch me, I'm crispy, and I'm like...
in his boxer. He was trying to burst out of his bedroom, and his lady friend was like, stay in this room. He's like, just look at how crispy I am. We have a good time. My mom has passed out on the beach multiple a time. Passed out just in sleep, but we take all our beer bottles and just strewn them around her, and we take a picture every time.
Sometimes she's passed out in drunkenness as well, okay?
We did that at Christmas. Remember when she slept on the couch and we put that bottle of booze in her arm? She was asleep and didn't know. So you guys think we only have fun on girls' trip, but that's not true. We are good time gals.
I'm always fun.
All the time.
I'm always
family
really
trip,
fun.
girls' trip, anywhere. Right? At home, at Dom's, everywhere.
I'm fun everywhere.
Well,
here, there, everywhere.
Not everywhere.
Here?
There are some non-fun. I'll call you NFB. No fun Britany.
When? When is that?
All the days. Most
That's
of the
not
days.
true.
Some days.
Because when she wants to have fun, she calls me. That's because I'm a good time gal, okay?
That's because I don't really like anyone else quite as much as I like you, but that's because I'm the fun friend. You can be the pretty friend. I'll be the fun friend, okay? You only get to pick one. You are the
fun sister.
Are you the pretty friend or the fun friend?
I'm the pretty one.
So I'm the fun one? Is what you're saying?
I guess I'm like a crossbreed. I told you I'm never regular, you know?
Please don't say crossbreed.
I'm
half-breed.
That's what I was thinking.
All of them know. Half-breed. Mm-hmm. Yeah. God, Cher.
So,
we love you.
I'm thinking that is exactly... She made that song about me. She knew her psychic powers.
I've met both your parents, and you are not a half-breed of any kind. She's talking about...
Greatness.
One of her parents was an Indian, and the other one was an Englishman, if you will.
PRT and Jer.
Which one of them is the Indian? The American, the Navajo, which one?
Jer was adopted, so he could be anything.
I know what he is.
Okay.
Okay? There's telltale signs.
Ugh.
Okay? I'm just saying.
I gotta go.
All right, folks. We're out here. We're finishing these Dom Bombs. Thank you for watching us.
I might take a tour of the campus. People might think that I'm a college student.
Yeah, but we have to have the grape one before we leave because I only had 2.
I have a scrunchie on my wrist, and I got this from
Me
the
too.
thrift store. Yeah, but you look old. It's different.
Hold on. Watch this. How's this look?
Like I said, you look old, so it's different.
This is the middle part.
Me, on the other hand, I look young, so some college kids might invite me to a party.
You're literally wearing a sweater that almost exactly matches mine that you purchased at Village Discount.
That's because I'm hip and cool, and people shop at the Village
You're poor. It's different. Remember, we ain't
I had
making no
this
money, honey.
before I had Brooklyn, so I actually had a little bit of money at that point.
Did
Not
you?
very much, but more than I got now.
So did you pay the full $3? You didn't go on 50%
I don't know.
off day?
I went on 50. I'm not just out here
Foolish.
blowing cash. Okay.
God. Listen, we're gonna head around the campus a little bit. Please make sure that you are subscribed. Okay,
Yep.
if you are watching us and you are not subscribed, you're missing out
You
on
are
a
missing
lot
out.
of regular stuff.
I mean, like
Real
I said,
regular.
I'm above average, so. But I'm above average.
Above average
regular.
what? Height? Yes.
Above average height.
Height.
Above average looks. Above average.
That's all you got?
They're not
I don't even
Cs,
know what the
okay?
average is. Is C the average?
I don't know, but I feel like
Because I've
C
never
is
been below
average.
average in my life. This would be a first. Okay? A first.
But it's
Mark
like
it down.
reverse. Like F is.
Okay,
an A in
guys,
this
thank you
situation,
for
so you would be
joining
failing.
us on this episode of She Show Videos. Okay? We appreciate you, and we'll be back.
Namaste.